Ray Charles invented soul using his voice and his piano. Then at the peak of his power, he set them both aside and went back to where it all started. This is Genius plus Soul equals Jazz. I'm Adam Ennis.
And I'm Peter Martin.
And you're listening to the You'll Hear It podcast.
Music Explored.
Explored, brought to you today by Open Studio. Go to openstudiojazz.com for, your jazz lesson needs.
Yes, sir.
Peter, it's a big day.
It is a big day. We say that often, but this we have actual evidence at the table with this.
Yeah, we're listening to an amazing album with an amazing person.
Yes.
The great Christian McBride is with us.
What's up, Christian?
What's up, fellas?
It's good to have you here.
It's great to be with you two.
Yeah.
I watch you on the YouTube.
On the tubes.
Got to put the S on the end, YouTubes.
That's right.
That's the best version of us, so we'll try to keep that energy going for this show. But, man, we're listening today to a pretty amazing album, Ray Charles, Genius plus Soul equals Jazz. Christian, this was your pick.
Yes.
Why this album?
Well, I think when people say, Christian, pick one of your Desert Island recordings, everyone assumes I'm going to pick James Brown. But you got to go deeper than that because, who do your heroes listen to?
Yeah.
Even your heroes had a hero.
That's right.
And it's important to realize that while James Brown was called the godfather of soul, the person who actually laid the groundwork for soul music, basically really the beginning, the genesis is Ray Charles. Mm. If you talk to anybody who was around in the mid-'60s, including the members of James Brown's band like Fred Wesley and Maceo Parker, they looked up to Ray Charles. Everybody in the whole pattern of kind of being your own corporation, had his own record label. He had a jet, He had his own studio.
Yeah.
He had his own building. I mean, Ray Charles was really, really the man. He really set the tone for every independent artist that came after him. And I'm sad that so many so-called musicologists somehow think that black music started in 1965. There's a whole lot of innovators and a whole lot of groundbreakers long before the mid-'60s and Motown.
It's an interesting pull, too, because it's kind of a different kind of Ray Charles album.
Right.
I mean, he's playing B3. He's playing a Hammond organ.
A lot of B3.
Right? He's playing a lot of B3. It's with a big band, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Which, that's not that unusual. Ray did a bunch of different kinds of settings over the course of his career. But it's a really interesting pull.
And it's also I remember hearing this record. In fact, I think you might have played this for me when we were on those tours in the early 90s. We used to come to your room in Japan. Remember, we'd all gather after the gig, and you had a laptop. Well, first of all, we were like, damn, what is this thing you got? But you had all this music on there, and I remember, and we would exchange listening. It was such an exciting time. But I think that was the first time I heard it. I didn't hear it for a while, and I always assumed, and when you brought this up a couple weeks ago, said you wanted to do it, I thought it was so interesting, because I always thought this was earlier. But this was after Ray was already, this is after George Moanin. He was a huge star. So this could have been seen as a little bit of a risky move. He's got his own label, but he's coming over to Impulse. This was one of the first couple of records on Impulse.
Exactly. The catalog number is A2.
Oh, okay. That's great.
That's incredible.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's basically Ray Charles with the Count Basie Orchestra. It's Quincy Jones did all of the charts that featured the Basie band.
Right.
And Ralph Burns, who was one of the main arrangers for the Woody Herman band, was the other arranger, and they kind of used New York hired guns for that, and Sarah Vaughan's rhythm section with Joe Benjamin and Roy Haynes.
Yeah. Well, let's listen to a little music. The first track is From the Heart. This is a Ray Charles original.
There's some parts of this that I used, when I first started learning how to write for big band, this was one of my go-to albums.
Yeah.
So there's a part in there that I used for it wasn't a straight rip, but in my piece, Blues in Alphabet City, I'll point it out.
I mean, if we're getting called out for doing stuff like Ray Charles, we're all in trouble.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
And this is a Quincy arrangement, right?
Quincy with the Basie band.
Yep. This is From the Heart. Already.
This part here.
Freddie Green.
Yeah. Ooh. Do it again.
So good, man.
One of Quincy's favorite licks right here with the 16th notes.
Woo!
He uses that all the time.
Woo! Man, phrasing on this?
No,
Damn.
the phrasing right here, like.
Woo!
So good.
It's an interesting organ sound, right?
It's very. We're going to talk about
Jimmy Smith.
We'll talk about
we're
that.
Definitely man, the space and the patience on this. Damn.
Wait, we said it's Roy Haynes, right?
No,
No.
this is Sonny Payne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just no vibrato,
No, nothing.
chorus,
Nothing on
just
it.
straight up.
I love when he plays it.
Put a little bebop in there.
Yeah. You said it. It's kind of Bud Powell on organ a little bit, you know.
There's for sure.
Woo.
Man. Come on.
The great Philip Gilboa, who played with Ray Charles.
That
for
was
many
Ray's
years.
guy.
That was Ray's guy. Yeah.
Woo. I love start out the album instrumental for Ray
Right.
Charles, you know.
I want to point out something at the end of the track.
Okay.
I want you to listen to the cutoff and hear how the final chord rings just in the room. It's otherworldly. The cutoff is perfect and the ring. It's like, check it out.
Oh, man. Just floating.
Yeah.
So good. Did
That's
Ray
the vibe.
record this song on anything else?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems
That's
like it's like
specifically for that record.
Man, what a vibe. And I mean, I'm thinking like 1960, 60, I think it was recorded in 60, came out in 61.
60, right.
I mean, this is right in like, oh no, this is before like Sinatra and Basie at the Sands, a couple years before.
A couple years before, yeah.
But this is still like, you know, kind of later stage, like big band, you know, I mean, they get into a lot of like groovy 60s kind of stuff, but this is a little bit of a like looking back, but the freshness, oh my God.
Gosh,
and
man.
Van Gelder, I haven't heard a lot of big band stuff from in there,
Correct.
but he nailed it.
Man, it sounds
Except
so good.
possibly the organ song.
I knew you were going to say
Well,
that. I
don't know.
knew that's
no,
what
I
you were
want to
going to
ask. I want to know, like, what's your feelings on the organ sound on this record?
Well, by 1960, Jimmy Smith was equally as big a star. Not as big as Ray Charles, but he has certainly set the template for what modern organ playing was.
Yeah.
And that was a sound, you
Yeah.
know. So, not that Ray Charles needed to follow Jimmy Smith in any way, shape, or form, but that sound almost more like a Farfisa organ sound.
Like a calliope or something.
So this isn't the first time that we've talked about this album on the show. When we had Larry Goldings on to talk about his favorite
right,
B3
that's right.
albums, he brought up this. He loves this album.
Yeah.
But I think he even said on that episode that maybe there's not even a Leslie speaker on this organ, that it's just the dry signal. And it certainly seems that way. Like I said, you can't hear any vibrato. Certainly don't
It's a
hear any
little bit
like
the way
road.
Van Gelder records the piano. Let's be honest.
Well, and also it says
I mean,
here,
listen.
Rudy Van Gelder adjusted the inside of Ray's Hammond B3 so it had more of a percussive sound. He had done this before on other organs for other recordings. So it's even
Really?
sort of a
He
Van
didn't do it to
Gelder.
Jimmy.
He didn't mess with Jimmy Smith
I mean, that sounds...
or Jack McDuff.
Yeah, those sounds are as
Yeah.
like sweet and smooth.
Yeah.
And this doesn't have that same like beautiful bubbly attack that those.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
harsher
Or depth.
attack, or
Yeah.
the depth of like
Yeah.
like when Jimmy Smith like holds a big chord,
Yeah.
it has this like it blossoms almost, and this organ doesn't have that.
No.
Yeah, it's fair. It's very interesting sound. I mean, if it wasn't Ray Charles,
Well, that's the
Right.
thing. He still plays the hell out of it.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
I was thinking how hard would it be to play some of those bebop lines on such a dry instrument like
right?
that? You know?
Yeah.
Really impressive.
Yeah, and he throws off the bebop stuff just like that's just like a little part of the other
And
thing.
I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for that. I mean,
know.
Ray Charles is one of those kind of people where he did so many different things so well.
Yeah.
At some point, you just, you was like, man, I'm sick of this guy doing everything well. You
Yeah,
know, so
yeah.
you kind of overlook certain things, but he got his bebop together.
For sure.
I
you
mean,
know?
on that opening line, I almost said, "This is annoying how good he is at all of this stuff, man." He's-
well, just the fact that he's known as a pianist first, and then electric piano.
yeah, but he's
Right.
also the
Several
world's
different-
greatest vocalist at
Same
this
right,
point.
that's right,
You know what I
that's
mean?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of it's a little bit of a knack on not
and an arranger. He wrote
yeah.
a lot of his own arrangements.
Right.
Not
And
on this
ba-
album, but you
and
know.
band leader
And-
and band leader. Like
How many-
innovative.
How many stars came out of his band?
Right.
David Fairhead Newman, Hank Crawford.
Yep.
Marcus Belgrave is kind of nuts.
And is there not even beyond just the stylistic lineage? Is there a James Brown in terms of how he ran his bands? Not even talk about him running his business without Ray Charles. Like, does that even happen?
I doubt it.
Right.
I seriously doubt it. Because, I mean, everybody needs a template. They need to look at something and go, either someone doesn't have it or somebody has it and says, I need to figure out what that is.
Right. It's possible, at least.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
quick one. If You'll Hear It is all about loving music, then Open Studio is all about living it. Courses, community, and conversations with musicians who have done the work. Go to openstudiojazz.com to start your free trial. That's openstudiojazz.com for all your jazz lesson needs. Back to the show. Well, let's go on to the next track. This is I've Got News for You. This was written by Roy Alfred, arranged by Ralph Burns.
The band is screaming on this.
Yeah.
This is blues at its highest level.
And this is Roy on this, right?
No, that's still Sonny.
That's still Sonny? Okay.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
That's Ralph. Man, I don't know though. You know why?
They've got it as Sonny
Those
Payne.
sound sort of like Quincyisms, like digga-da-dee, digga-da-dee.
Right.
Oh, instead of Ralph Burns?
It says arrangement by Ralph Burns, but
You said before we met that your life was awful tame. Well, I took you to a nightclub and the whole band knew your name. Oh,
That's a great line, too.
baby,
it's true.
That's a
It's
great
true.
line.
I've got
He didn't make it up.
news for you.
I don't know, man. I think this is Q.
It does sound.
Your story don't
But I mean,
No,
Q-
no offense, Mr. Burns.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've got news for you.
By the way,
Right.
Especially that Benedette. Yeah.
can we just say, too, what a win for Impulse for this to be their second
know.
album that
What was
they
their first?
released. I know.
And we gotta look it up.
I
Right.
know.
And then you walked in smiling with your lipstick all a mess.
Man. Could anybody sing a break like Ray Charles?
right.
Like he went out of time, like his sense of time, he's just floating with its arms.
And the band being able
Yeah,
to be in
I
that
know.
space, you know.
It's so free.
Your story don't ring true, little girl.
Trombones down in there.
I knew for you.
Ah.
love this right here.
Like, how am I gonna get from there to
Get that bebop in there right quick.
Just throw some bird in.
Man, that sound is raw. I mean, it's
so,
like no
I was just
vibrato.
gonna say, you know what's so attractive about this? Hold on.
This scream here is like. Here we go again with the bebop.
I mean, they are pushing this tape to its edge.
I know.
Ray's voice is, the organ is, but especially the band.
Right.
It's on the edge of
They're
like
screaming.
Oh my God.
Oh, you wore a diamond watch, claimed it was from Uncle Joe. When I looked at the inscription, it said, "Love from Daddy Yo."
Oh, come on now.
Well, baby, oh, little girl, I wanna say I've got news for you.
Damn, they're swinging.
If you think that jive will do, let me tell you, oh, I've got news for you. Well, somehow your story don't ring true. Oh, I've got news for you.
Wow.
I love to think about
That's the second track.
the great, all the great vocalists have great screams.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
wow. So Ray's is the most distinctive.
It is,
But then you
yeah.
also have, obviously, James Brown.
Right.
Paul McCartney's got a decent scream, actually.
No, you didn't mention Paul McCartney.
I know, well, he can't hold a candle to any of these. But it is like
Try to slip it
the
in.
wow kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Prince,
Yeah, of course.
whole other like stratosphere in the voice of scream.
Yeah.
But that scream at the end.
Michael
of this,
Jackson. I'm just realizing
Well-
like how he's very influenced by Ray. Like you can hear it in
Michael's scream is more of a I don't know. There's something more melodic about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean that. Now I just want to talk. I want to get back to Ray and the way he enters on that. It's stunning. I'm still feeling that. But like that groove,
Oh, that's slow.
man. It's like it's just straight tipping. But there's
Yeah.
also this undertone of
That's
like
right.
they never do it.
That's right.
But like you feel that. Wow.
Which is why, talking to younger musicians, when they play those kind of slow tempos, that's when I'm hearing the triplet.
Right.
So like you mean
Yeah. There's some nasty stuff simmering underneath.
right. That's how Elvin played.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But can we just listen to how I just want to hear Ray's? I know we got a lot of music to get through.
We really
But
do.
just the way he enters, because to
we
me,
might not get the whole album.
I mean, we'll do what we can do.
Yeah,
We can do.
Go back. Let's get some more of that.
I was just saying with the vocals.
it's like almost distorting the.
Yeah.
It's like right on the edge.
Which is crazy because like the big band never, like Rudy Van Gelder's got that under control. Like he's got so much
Right.
range and that never distorts out. But the organ entering just but when Ray's
gnarly.
yes,
Yeah,
very
right.
gnarly. It's dirty, but it's like
Right.
when Ray comes in with the vocals, man. There's something about the way the time. Because it's like coming in.
You said before we met that your life was awful tame. Well, I took you to a nightclub and the whole band knew your name. Oh.
I mean, you can
Man.
feel it. You can feel it underneath
Yep.
it the whole time.
Yep.
The whole time.
So, and it's like, and he's not out of time, but he's in like these other places that
It's
are
in the
so,
nook.
yeah.
It's in the nook.
Oh, so good.
Next up, we got standard.
yeah.
This is standard.
Yeah.
Moanin.
But it was new then. I mean, like he had,
Yeah,
they had,
yeah,
they
that's
had-
right.
Yeah, it was.
Couple of years old.
Yeah.
Now, Quincy did numerous arrangements of this.
Yeah.
He did it for this album. He did one for the Basie band, like just for the Basie band.
Yeah.
He did one for his band. So there's at least like 3 or 4 different Quincy Jones Moanin arrangements.
And there's a lot of overlap between them.
A lot of overlap.
Yeah.
This is Bobby Timmons Moanin.
He's just like personalizing it from the beginning.
Sloppy but funky.
Slunky.
That's just a... Woo! That's a very unique organ tone.
Yeah. He changed up the sound on the second A, didn't he?
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Dum.
Yeah, the quick
flat, yeah. Another moment where the trumpets blow your head off.
Yeah.
Come on, trumpets.
That's crazy.
Woo! That's a killing bass sound, man. Damn.
My mama done told me. Here you go again.
He's got him in there.
That's right.
That's crazy.
Great fall. And this one here.
Is that Clark? Is that Clark?
Phil Gilboa. Yeah.
Oh, woo! Woo! That's a callback to the original recording.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, those trumpets coming in a little on top.
Right.
Sliding in. He's messing with the volume.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good.
Come on, trumpets.
You know where we're gonna mix that? We're gonna mix that right on top.
Gnarly.
Yeah,
Right on top. We're gonna
They're
put
like,
that
we're
right on top.
getting that organ above the
Yeah.
band.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
Man, you don't hear a lot of organ big band albums anymore.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had one.
Well,
Yeah. Right.
obviously. Wasn't there a James?
Shout out to Joey D.
Yeah, Joey D.
Wasn't there a James Brown? Was James Brown's Dance Party? What's the James Brown album? You would know this.
If only we had.
If only I had the world's foremost. The one where he's playing organ.
Oh, there's so many of those.
I know. I feel like there's one with a larger group, but I could be wrong about that. Anyway, next up.
There's one called, there's an instrumental record called JB Plays Nothing But Soul.
Ooh.
Where he plays it's all organ.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. All right, what do we got now?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Roy Haynes is on the next 2 tracks. This is with the New York studio hired legends.
Right.
I know Clark Terry is in this, and Sarah Vaughan's rhythm section at that time with Joe Benjamin on bass and Roy Haynes on drums. And, you know, I had a chance to be around Mr. Haynes a whole lot, and he loved talking about this record.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, I think if I'm not mistaken, this might be one of the most, like you said, this was a Billboard hit, and to know that he was on like the #1 R&B single of 1961, that stuck in his brain forever.
That's great.
I'm on that.
Yeah. Well, let's just talk about that real quick, because I don't even think we've really gotten into it maybe before we started. This album was #4 on the Billboard top LPs. It won Mint Julep, which we're going to get to, was #1 R&B. But this was on the top LPs for 48 weeks, period.
Yeah.
And it went to #1. In 1961, like we think, that's this was not the big band era. This was a little bit like past when...
This is right that blurry period when you're coming out of the 50s into the 60s. The Beatles had not arrived yet.
But they were close.
They were about 3 years off.
Yeah.
But, it was like the Sam Cooke era. Sinatra was getting hot all over again.
Right.
The girl groups.
Yeah.
All that
But even Sinatra was a little up and down during this period.
That's right. That's right. And I mean, even Motown wasn't really up and popping just yet.
Right. That's right.
They were still in the early stages. So,
and this was not like an Expector or like what Die Hard. And look, Ray Charles had crossed over in a way that kind of had never been done for a black artist.
Correct.
I mean, it was definitely, he wasn't the first, but he was huge
on that scale.
That scale.
That's right.
And so this was not exactly like a record that's like, this is going to take him to the next level with white America. It was not. Cue organ. But yet it landed #4. So very interesting.
Yeah. By the way, Ray is 30 making this album. 30 years old. Quincy is 27 years old making this album. So.
And then what is okay? Let's listen. But I want to because I know you probably know about the Seattle connection and all that, which I didn't even read. Which is fascinating.
It's very fascinating.
So this is Let's
Go. So far away.
Here we go.
That's that Woody Herman sound. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. The other one didn't sound like. Was it Thundering Herd?
That close voicing in the saxophones.
This is great.
Haynes.
Go ahead, Mr. Haynes.
Yeah.
That's Bud Powell. That's straight up Bud Powell.
Bud Powell. Dooby dooby
We say right on the edge, right?
Yeah.
I think is that Billy Mitchell on there?
Frank Foster.
There we go.
It's a big band chart with a little bit of Ray thrown in between, you know.
NBC. I was about to say.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was on ABC, though. Oh, well.
That's the thing about this album, though. It's as much about this band and these arrangements than it is about Ray. I mean, obviously, it's Ray's album, but man, there's a lot of just featuring the band. Yeah. And Ray's coming in and just,
And he's able to achieve what, all the times I played big band, as a pianist, I don't know if you had this experience. It's like
You don't get to do much.
and there's no space, so we usually just give up. We're like, fuck it, But he knows how to grab. They're like, that's
right. That's right.
all loud and like that's the template actually. Of like, how do you fit into a chart like that? It's fascinating though.
And I also love that Ray was always very generous with big band arrangements because what's the album? The follow up to this album? Ingredients in what's the name of that record? But he uses Benny Carter and Gerald Wilson as arrangers on that album.
Right.
And so he was always letting the arrangers shine.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously that's what he wanted. I mean, that way we weren't going to get on here if if he didn't want to be in the cracks, he would have been like, no, lay out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Side A closes with the number one R&B song from this album, huge hit, One Mint Julep. This was written by Rudy Toombs. Rudy Toombs, your favorite.
Rudy Toombs.
Rudy Toombs.
Never heard of him.
This was arranged by Quincy. So not only did it go like number one in R&B, but it went number 8 on the pop charts.
Damn.
This was a huge hit.
Yeah.
Used to be a great country, guys.
I'm curious to how they describe this. Like the groove.
Yeah.
Because like they weren't calling it funk in 1961.
Right. And it wasn't bossa nova.
Right.
But they
It's probably more like a cha-cha.
yeah.
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 Swinging 60s. Yeah, it's got a little
Tom? Or the kick, maybe?
Yeah. It's got a little Cuban influence.
Hear that?
Yeah.
It's Quincy with
Bass
the 16s.
Oh, no, Tom. Yeah.
Woo! Hey.
Just a little bit of soul.
That set the tone for the 60s.
I know, it totally did.
Go on, Roy.
Yeah, he's pushing it.
I'm trying to think of other Roy Haynes recordings that are anything quite like this.
Right.
Is there?
I mean, later on.
Later on.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
in
he was
this
playing with
time-
Train in 61,
Yeah.
wasn't he? 62?
Man.
So is this the only Ray Charles hit in which he basically sings one line?
Just a little bit of song. But how effective is that line?
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Ray
How
Charles
effective.
to sing it too.
Yeah.
Like you're just kind of laying in the groove there
Yeah.
for a couple minutes, and then Ray Charles gets in your ear. With
Yeah.
Yeah,
just a little
just
bit of-
one little line.
That's right. And he's
You know?
like, he's way back on that. He's like, laying way
Yeah,
back on.
man.
It's great.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
I mean, the band sings more than he does on that.
Right,
There's
right.
more BGs.
But you know that, I hate to say it, but like they really captured something there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like some of these
That was a
recordings, like
vibe.
that could have gone wrong. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that vibe, and not wrong, but it could have not worked as well.
It could have
There's something
been
about it. There's
Chotsky.
some magic in there, like
Yeah.
the and all the they just everything is like so put together perfectly for that.
And I think that's the combination of Ray and Quincy together.
Yes, absolutely.
Those two had, Quincy always gave it up. Said Ray, helped him along the way how to arrange. Like
Right.
literally, he would sit him on the piano and be like, "Here's what you do with your trumpets. Here's what you do with your trombones. Here's what you do with your saxophones." You know. And I think you can hear that those two just trusted each other so much.
Yeah.
Through every collaboration that they did.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
I think
Good
the
idea.
Roy Haynes-ness of that track too comes out listening to that, about like keeping it. I don't know. There's something about that hit that he does on that kick. It might have been a floor tom.
It sounded like a
even.
floor
It could have
tom,
been a floor
yeah.
tom.
Right,
But
right.
it's just like put in this perfect spot in this perfect way every single time.
Right.
Man.
I mean, I wonder if we will know that feeling again. Like, we know that groove, that sort of cha-cha groove within 3 to 4 years is going to turn into something completely different.
Right.
It's going to be like, boom, cap,
Yeah.
straight out snare drum on 2 and 4, bass drum, boom, 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 cap, boom, cap, boom.
Or branch off the other way in like a boogaloo kind of scenario or something.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I mean, like at its most popular version, it would be like, James Brown would take that and go to the next stratosphere with that, So, but like at that time, it was kind of like, hey, we're on to something here.
Right. We're getting a little
I don't really know
sassy.
what it is, but
Right.
this is we on to something.
Wow.
So like I wonder, that feeling like you're doing something different, but you can't put your finger on it. And then a couple years later, you're like, oh, so that's what we were doing.
Wow. So is this
we
kind
were
of
pushing music forward.
is this like funk lineage? Because there wouldn't have been
big
the word
time.
funk yet, right?
Big time. No. I mean, a couple of, I think Cannonball was using the word, Hard Silver was using the word, but like as a genre, no. We were about a decade away from that. You know? But the bass, boom, doom, 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 playing the pattern, the repeated pattern.
Yeah.
Most jazz cats were, I bet even Joe Benjamin was like, man, what is this? where do I walk?
No. Cha cha cha.
Right.
Oh, this is fascinating.
But
man.
again, like we were talking about just like the influence of Ray Charles. I mean, isn't he just, for funk lineage?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Tastemaker.
The tastemaker of that. The fact that this is on a Ray Charles album.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's got one line on this. This is not like, some big sung hit vocal feature for him.
Right.
Pop song kind of thing. But man.
And it wound up being a #1 hit.
Right. Well, that kind of validates you if you're onto something normally. I mean, not in jazz. We run against that. we run away from that.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, that's some sad. So
You mean
maybe
people like it?
don't
You
do
must be
that
doing
again.
something wrong.
Don't do that again.
All right. The
Side
B-side
2.
starts off with, I'm going to move to the outskirts of town.
Oh, that's Clark Terry there.
So here's where we, definitely.
Yeah.
Here's where we nerd out a little bit because Quincy uses the double diminish
Oh, that's what
chords
you
on
were
here.
playing over there before.
Yeah, exactly.
On the outskirts of town.
I asked James Williams about this. I'm like, man, what is that sound?
Yeah.
He's like, come over to the piano.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move, baby.
I love when Ray uses this part of his voice too.
Way out on the outskirts.
The sort of like sweet high end of his voice,
You see, I don't need nobody.
Come on, double diminish.
Yeah.
Always hanging round.
Oh, killing
Let me tell you, honey, we gonna move away from here. I don't need no ice, man. I'm gonna get you a Frigidaire.
And this is Roy Haynes on here.
Right.
Man, that is so locked in.
Yes.
Way out on the outskirts of town. Well, you see, we won't need nobody. Always.
Is there organ going on?
Hit me
in the
one more
background?
again.
That's that double diminish when it goes up.
Yeah.
There? Yeah.
So great. My mama done told me.
Right.
Ooh, that was Haynes. That was Haynes snare
Oh,
drum
big
right
time.
there.
Roy Haynes
Funny as
101.
can be.
He is just
Hold it.
padding. He's just padding underneath.
Oh, no.
Well,
Yeah.
they all better look like me when we move.
Oh, yeah.
Way back of town. Oh, we won't need nobody always hanging around. We don't need nobody, baby. Oh, always hanging around. Hanging around. Hanging around.
Man.
That bass trombone is almost like a keyboard. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Synthesizer.
Like a
Yeah.
didgeridoo.
right.
Man, well, we're time is a little short, guys. If we were to listen to one more track here
man, why are
on
you doing
the second side, Christian, what do you think? What do you want to hear?
I would go with Strike Up the Band.
Okay.
Just because I love how, Ray, you know, he bebops just enough to let you know he knows that language.
This is a Gershwin tune, Strike Up the Band, arranged by Quincy.
And this one sometimes feels more like Ralph Burns. I almost wonder if they,
They switched some of that,
yeah. Going with the patterns, right?
Yeah. Speaking of the diminished.
Shapatupa.
And this is funny. This isn't bebop language. Some of that stuff is like a little bit. I say a little Art Tatum-esque there? at
Right.
the
Yeah.
end, you know?
Right.
LeBron going up. Oh, so great.
All right, guys, let's get to some categories here.
Okay.
yeah.
Desert Island tracks.
We might have to explain some of these to our esteemed guests here.
If you were to take one track from this whole album to a desert island, which one you take?
No, man. Really?
I know. The whole category is
boxing
Christian
you
are
in.
just
All right,
terrible.
I'll go first to give you a little,
Go ahead.
little vamp time. I mean, Moanin. I love that, especially from what I've heard so far. I loved Ray's language there, his jazz sensibility. I love that tune. I love that it was like a new kind of jazz standard and works great on the organ.
I've got news for you. I think it's the vocal performance on that is so great. The arrangement is so great. The energy of that song is so great. It's hard not to pick one Mint Julep because of the vibes, but I'm gonna go with I've Got News for You.
I think I'd go with the opening track, From the Heart.
From the Heart.
It's just such a fail-safe way to start an album. You know, that comes in just slamming, banging, the horns, the rhythm section, just the tempo, the language. You know, and it's also, you know, one of the tracks that made me want to start learning how to write for big bands. So
Yeah, you know, I was going to ask you, I was like, after starting to dive into this record, I was thinking about, because I've heard your big band recently a few times, and I know your records. I'm like, is this your favorite, like, period stylistically? I don't want to box you in, but like, or is this, it definitely sounds like it's the most influential, like this type of writing, this type of vibe for big band.
So in that piece I'd mentioned, Blues in an Alphabet City, that was the first big band piece I ever composed. And I wrote it for the Jazz and Lincoln Center Orchestra in 1995. And at that time, I think a lot of my references were, like I mentioned, there was a little part in From the Heart that I used. And there's also an old R&B hit from the same era by Jackie Wilson called Baby Work Out. And there's a piece in that track that I probably referenced as well. So yeah, I think early 60s, you know, Oliver Nelson's, you know, Blues and Abstract Truth.
Right.
I think all those cats who were writing for big band at that time, they just, it was just a really great time to be a big band arranger.
Yeah.
And once I started getting into it more, and people like James Williams was, you know, said, you know, we'll get you some Thad Jones scores to study, but that's in the back of the book. You know, take some time before you start getting into that.
Right,
you know?
right. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Quibble bits. If you had to quibble any little bit of this, if there was anything you could change, just a small thing. For me, I'm gonna say it.
The organ sound?
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I don't mind it some of the time.
Yeah.
I wonder what it would sound like if it sounded more like Jimmy Smith.
If it wasn't
you know?
Ray Charles, I'd be like, who in the hell
Right.
approved this organ sound?
Right. My only quibble bit is the way that this wonderful LP smells and the mold.
That's on you, buddy.
The mold it's giving.
That's your
So
fault.
I ordered this. I was so
You could
excited.
have gone to what's the name and
I know.
Vintage vinyl.
But so no, but it's like I wanted to get something, and this is original, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
I was more concerned. I wanted to be able to see because well, first of all, this is not available as far as we know, and you can say maybe in another country you can put in the comments. As far as we can tell, it's not available currently on Spotify, on Apple Music, or on Apple iTunes, which is where we usually go for original sourcing and buy the tracks. So I wanted to have it for that, but man, this thing smells like a dusty mess, man. It's like I'm not really high. What's opposite? I'm down. I'm up.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know. I don't know what these toxic fumes are.
Yeah, I hope you don't have to go to the doctor.
Just to be clear,
days.
your quibble bit with this album is that you bought an old dank copy? That's your quibble bit?
But look at the condition. This is damn good condition.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's kind of worth it. So,
Anybody else got a quibble bit?
well, you guys agreed on your.
Just the organ sound.
Yeah, I would agree on that too.
Well, let's stick with the album accoutrements. So cover, I mean,
This
the
is 1 to
title.
10. 10 is greatest ever.
We were talking about how unique Ray is as an artist, right? How influential, how genius he is. Is there anybody else who can get away with so many album titles having genius?
I know. That's what makes it.
No one's got a problem with it. As far as I
Genius,
know,
right,
you know?
right.
It's like,
Yeah, nobody's mad at him.
No.
Yeah, you can't be like he's not. Yeah, I mean, I give this a 9. And the only reason I'm not giving it as a 10, I'm almost like because you include the title. I think the design of the cover, I love, Ray, and it's almost like he's slightly out of focus, but even more like bokeh in the front. I think this is brilliant.
The saxophones.
The saxophone, like the color, even like the sticker. This album contains this. I mean, what a time when you're like,
so awesome.
Put the hit on there, so they know what they're coming.
Gotta let people know.
Impulse. This is classic. Even what's shocking to me is this is, as you said, A2 for Impulse, but they already had their design chops.
It looks like an Impulse.
Big time.
Yeah.
Produced by Creed Taylor with the signature.
great.
How many
Right,
times did we
right.
see that? All the way to CTI. But I think the only reason I give it a 9 is like, should the title have been Genius plus Jazz equals Soul? Could have been.
That sounds like a quibble bit.
That is a little bit of a quibble bit, but it's great.
I got 8. I have an 8. I think
Okay.
it's really, really good. Like you said, the impulseness of the packaging is already there.
Yeah.
And I love these Impulse albums too from the early 60s. Like all the McCoy stuff.
This really is starting to affect me. I was joking before.
Keep it.
Sorry, guys.
I'm starting to worry now.
My bad.
Christian, you
Welcome
got
to our
Don't get
esteemed
sick.
guest.
Also, by the way, the liner notes and the detail. I mean, I know we say this every time we have. I'm sorry, I won't open
Close it
again.
up.
I'm gonna keep it open.
Yeah,
But every
oh,
time
man.
we have the vinyl out, which is almost
Yeah.
every episode at this
Yeah.
point, it's just like, why are we choosing to go away from this?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like
Man,
the
look at that
experience
picture.
of listening to this with you guys and having this
And
available
holding and like seeing the
and
picture
like passing
of Ray.
it to
I
Peter and
know.
watching him almost pass out. It's fantastic. But having just knowing who's playing on
I know.
shit
Right,
is
I
amazing.
know. Right.
Even though apparently some of it's wrong. The arrangers. Yeah, that happened.
I would give it a 9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I wouldn't give it a 10, but I think probably because most Impulse records, particularly the artwork, is just as great as the music.
Right. I agree.
I think Rudy, somehow people, when you think of the sound of Blue Note records,
Yeah.
obviously Rudy and Blue Note are intertwined with each other forever. But I think Rudy's sound on Impulse records, I mean,
Yeah. Well, we've said on the pod before several times, I think in general, his piano, because I'm not a huge fan of the Rudy piano sound, but it's more on the Blue Note. On the
Blue Note
Impulse,
Rudy,
I think it's
right,
fantastic. I mean, obviously there's no piano on this, but I mean, in general, and Prestige, I mean, I think a lot, I think part of that was the Blue Note-ness of it all, but.
Yeah, there's a vibe on those Impulse records.
Yeah.
Do you guys think about album art as you're making the album? I mean, I'm sure you're both involved in it when it's being done, but do you ever consider that as it's happening, or you just let it kind of?
While it's happening,
Yeah.
I don't know about while it's happening. I think once it's done and you take it all in, then you kind of go, all right.
What do we got here?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Apex moments. Peter, what do you got?
Come back to me. I don't have mine yet.
Christian, what do you got? What's your favorite moment of this whole album?
Oh, man. Probably that scream the whole band makes on I've Got News for You.
It's pretty great.
I mean, that is nuts.
That is insane. Also, the way it's
if
recorded.
I had hair, it would have blown it off, right?
The way it's recorded feels like it takes up the entire room that
Yes.
you're listening to it in.
That's right.
Like it's like all of a sudden the room is just filled with horns.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And, even here, like these speakers here, it's like you almost feel like they're there.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can see the brass in front of you,
Yeah, the production engineering on this, besides the quibble bits about maybe the organ stuff, is stunning. Actually, this is some of the best big band
Yes.
recordings in the studio I've heard. I'm actually amazed. I would say my apex moment is Ray's entry on "I've Got News for You."
It's a great. That's a
Man,
great.
I could come back to
yeah.
that and just and there's so many like levels to it. I think you could explore that are just so fascinating.
The feel of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, how he's singing everything. One of the greatest voices in music history. But
yeah,
it
but the
does-
freedom, the rhythmic
the
freedom
rhythmic
and
freedom.
attenuation.
But like you
and-
said, you can feel that pulse happening the whole time under all those breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. Maybe greatest breaker of all, not breaker.
Yeah,
but greatest vocal
Do that
breaks. Greatest vocal breaks of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your apex moment?
Oh, man, you know what it is? It's on the one Mint Julep. Every single and the just a little soul.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's stupid and little, but those little moments,
Yeah.
I think that's why that was such a huge hit. Honestly,
That was Roy Haynes' favorite moment.
it
Oh,
just
really?
pulls you in
Just
a
a
way.
little bit of soul.
Because
Yeah.
you like lean in a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And it just breaks it up. I just think it's really, really nice.
great.
Snobometer. How snobby is this album from a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being it's not snobby at all. It's very accessible. Anybody would like it. To 10 being like, ooh, that's going to take some listening to.
Probably a 1.
I've got 2.
Yeah.
I've got a 2.
I've got 10.
Are you serious?
Yeah. First of all, just so you know, we
Come on, let me hear it.
we have a lot of disagreements. The
I
only
love
time
it.
we agree because the snobometer is broken. First of all,
It's not-
totally
it's never
broken.
worked right.
It doesn't make sense. I don't even know why we do it. The reason I'm saying 10 is, first of all, Christian McBride brought in an album today that's not on Spotify or on the Apple Music
That's
or
fair
on
point. That's
iTunes or
fair.
anything. Like, there's a certain snob level to that. Although
Can't
it was
even find
number
it.
4, yeah, but it was also number 4 on the pop charts and a number 1 R&B hit. So how
Right.
snobby could it be? So I could be off on that, but I just want to throw a 10.
I'll allow it.
I mean, partially that's because, by this time, Ray Charles owned his own masters. And I think even to this day, most of his post-Atlantic recordings can't find a lot of them.
It's a real shame.
When do we get blocked
Yeah.
on this episode? We got to talk about that later.
Oh, goodness.
We might. Okay, up next.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go boring here. Like, if you were to put together what would play after this, I'm going to say modern sounds in country and western music. And I'm just going to go right.
Man,
Ray,
that's
yeah.
killer.
You know, like-
Another great album.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of
Bye Bye Love.
there's some kinship here where you can hear some. I mean, it's obviously whole different vibes, right?
Yeah.
But like, yeah. What do you got, Pete?
I'm going to go Someday My Prince Will Come. I know.
Same year.
Miles Davis, because it came out the same year. I always like
Yeah.
to think about like different things that are happening. And then, because a lot of times, like that's how I'll like, and this is definitely a record I'm looking forward to taking home, sterilizing fully, setting out on the back porch, and then bringing into my home and listening to it. Like I love it, then turn it over.
Right.
Listen to this. And then like if I want to hear more music, I usually want to go to something else, but it's fun to be like, damn, this was all 1961. you
Right.
know? I love Someday My
Well,
Prince Will Come.
if you look in, Impulse Records calendar booklet
Mm-hmm.
from that time, they probably did Africa Brass not long after
that's
this.
right.
You know,
Wait, isn't Haynes on
Yeah.
some of that?
I thought that was Elvin on the whole album.
Okay.
He might be on some of the sessions, but
Okay. But he was with Train a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit around, like when
Yeah,
Elvin
yeah.
wasn't available. That's crazy
so
that he
so
did.
I say let's follow that up with
That's killer.
That's a
Africa
great
Brass.
call. That's a
No,
great
and
call.
it's like the times when when I mean we still remember this a little bit when the label will be like next week what's coming out
Right,
next month
right.
like they have a little insert for it.
It's
you
so
know?
cool, man. I miss those.
Oh yeah, that's great. Okay, while he's looking that up, we're gonna move next. Oh, bespoke playlist. So this is like what would if this was on
Elvin on everything.
It was Elvin.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I thought.
that's a killer record too.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Africa. That's Jimmy Garrison. Right?
That's Art Davis
Art
and
Davis.
Reggie Workman.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yep.
Bespoke playlist. This is like if it was on Spotify, what would it be part of? I've written something that I can't read right now.
Oh, those
so-
are my favorites. I got one.
Okay.
And this is just on the genius front. Genius plus genius equals genius. Come on.
Ooh.
Oh,
know what I mean?
okay.
I don't know what else is in the playlist, but other geniuses, I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not my best work.
No. Sorry, I wasn't actually listening to what you were saying for a minute. My bad.
What do you got, Peter?
I have STREA, and I don't remember why I wrote that or what that means. Sorry, I'm just being honest. So
Stray.
Stray. Stray A. I don't know. You got anything Christian on that? Like a
what
name
would
of a
we call it?
playlist? Yeah.
What could we call it? Let me see. Something with soul or funk in there because it's like this is a jazz record by all means.
Yeah.
But it's also a soul record. It's also a funk record. Before anybody was calling it that.
Yeah.
You know. So
The Seeds of Soul?
Funk
Seeds of Soul.
before it was called funk.
Funk before.
You
it was
know?
called- yeah, I like it.
Last question. Is it better than Miles Davis's Kind of Blue?
Oh, come on,
I
man.
know. No one ever wants to answer. And this is
I saw Ashley Kahn, who wrote the book on Kind of Blue,
right.
and he was like very.
we thought it would be funny. We thought he would laugh.
Yeah,
And
he was just like, "That's a stupid question."
yeah, he was like, I don't think about music like that.
yeah, he's
And
like,
we were
I was like, "Well, you wrote the book on it."
fair
so.
enough. Well, do you have a podcast?
He got all serious.
He was super jovial right up to that. It was when I was at Newport. The last time we were at Newport. Yeah.
right.
I think it's so different. I think it's like.
Oh, don't shy
I
away
am
now because
confident.
Mr.
I am
McBride is.
confident.
I'm gonna say no. I'm just saying no.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a great record. I don't think it's better than
All right.
KLB. But I've said many things are, so I don't want you to
awfully
think.
quiet over on this.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what you're in the mood for.
Right,
Yeah, that's
right.
what I'm saying.
Good.
I
good.
think kind of blues a more balanced meal. This is kind of heavy on the carbs.
Right. The carbs being
Organ.
vibratoless organ.
Crunchy
Heavy
ass
on the
organ,
carbs.
yeah.
I mean, carbs we need to live.
Hello.
But
That's right.
it could be a lot. Yeah.
Well, Christian
Man.
McBride, it must be said that we did have like 6 James Brown albums picked for maybe you would want to, but
Yeah.
I was delighted when you picked this one. This is a
Oh, so
great
great.
poll. We're so glad to listen to
Yes.
this with you today,
Oh,
man. It's been a
absolutely.
pleasure.
Yeah, man, thank you, man. It's
Great
a
to see my
pleasure and an
friends.
honor.
Oh.
We'll have you back for James Brown if you want, or whatever
Please.
else, or surprise us with something.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
I'll come up with like some a Hank Williams album next
That
time.
would be really fun. That'd be really fun.
And you can catch Christian McBride. Go to christianmcbride.com. I was joking earlier. He has one of those artist sites that actually does not say copyright 1997 on it.
Like yours?
It's got like mine. Actually, mine is offline right now. I have to pay my server fee.
damn.
No, I don't know. But you can catch him live. Catch his excellent podcast, The Lowdown, Sirius XM. The Christian McBride Big Band, all of his wonderful projects. He's got 11 Grammys, so he knows what's up. So thank you, sir.
Till next time.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you'll
Yes,
hear
until
it.
next time.
Y'all hear it.
You'll hear it.
Thank you.